Whether you're strolling by looking for an out-of-this-world pick-me-up or wanting to dive deeper in a more intimate chef's table experience, we've got just the place. On this week's Food Friday, we'd like to welcome Anthony Marini, executive chef and owner of the Pass Panino Provisions. Good to see you.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome to Charleston.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for bringing this beautiful food. First of all, I wish people could smell what we're smelling, because these sandwiches are not just any typical sandwiches. You use some of the finest ingredients, homegrown, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But first and foremost, what brought you to Charleston?
I've been in fine dining all my life, and I was going to open up a restaurant in Philadelphia, right outside of Philadelphia, my hometown. And the pandemic hit. I decided against it. I'd been coming to Charleston for quite a while and fell in love with it and decided to come down here and found this little place. It happened quite by accident.
That's quite the leap. It's not, you're not a stranger to moving to faraway places to open restaurants and things like that. You moved out to Los Angeles at one point too. Yeah. Tell us about that experience.
Los Angeles was a great experience a long time ago. I opened up a hotel out there, and you know, I was young.
You were young.
A lot younger than I am now.
No, you still are young, but you bring with it some wisdom. And this is an interesting concept for Charleston particularly, because we don't tend to see some of these. I called it a bodega, but you corrected me on that because it is such a small, intimate space. Tell everybody what it's like over at the Pass.
Well, it's a 700 square foot small retail store. We have a bunch of retail products, you know, a bunch of snacks, crackers, cheeses and meats, charcuterie platters. We have all natural wine. All of our 25 bottles are natural and biodynamic wines. And we do that for lunch. Basically, I have 6 to 8 sandwiches per day. They're all really, really well-made sandwiches. I think they're good, interesting.
You brought a bag with you of some of those provisions.
Sure.
And so you pull from different places. This olive oil is beautiful. I also love the can that it comes in. Tell us more about the wine. You said it's
natural and biodynamic. So essentially, there's not a huge definition that I have for it, other than it's really about good practices with small growers, small farms. They're picking the grapes by hand. They're not using a lot of machinery. They're not using antibiotics or pesticides within the grapes. So, you know, it comes out a little bit different than normal wine or more mass-produced wine.
Right, and you also pull from local purveyors for some of your ingredients, including the bread.
Yeah, the bread, we're getting our sourdough from Normandy Bakery in West Ashley. Browns Court Bakery in right next door to me, actually, in Charleston, does my ciabatta. And you know, we have other purveyors that I use with the different farmers markets in the area. And that's how I get smaller amounts of things that I like, rather than going with mass-produced.
It sounds like a more personalized experience too. So your sandwiches, they change from time to time?
From time to time, sure.
Yeah, so you can go in there, get something unique. It's not just your run-of-the-mill sandwich. And like I said, I just wish people could smell what I'm smelling. You drizzled over the sandwich before we got started a special honey, which you don't typically think of a kind of a grilled cheese type sandwich with honey drizzled on it, but I can smell truffle in there.
Well, what I was going for was, you know, everybody does a pasta cacio e pepe, which translates into cheese and pepper. And so we wanted to do a sandwich that, you know, encapsulated those flavors. You know, it's a grilled cheese sandwich, you know, kind of highlighted. And we do, right before, you know, everybody gets one, we drizzle over a little truffle honey on it.
Fantastic. And this sandwich, you've got several meats in here. What do you have?
This is called the Such a Nice Italian Boy. It has nothing to do with me. I didn't name it after myself at all. But
your grandma would say, such a nice Italian boy.
Probably, yeah. She doesn't know me that well anymore. But, you know, just a lot of great, you know, meats from, you know, sandwiches that I used to have when I was a kid. There's mortadella, there's sopressata, hot and sweet. We have sharp provolone, we have burrata. On the sandwich, a chili paste, kind of a pepper mix that I get from New Jersey, that really kind of shows what an Italian sandwich is all about.
And your family comes from Italy?
Yeah, I mean, my ancestors a long, long time ago.
Ancestors, but
most of my people are from Philadelphia.
But they are from Philadelphia.
Yes.
Wonderful food in Philadelphia
Oh, yeah.
too, though, of course. And then starting up in about a month, you're going to be doing a chef's table, which that sounds exciting. Just
So
quickly tell us
within
what that's gonna be.
within our store, we're basically closing it off at night. It will be a 1 table per night, reservation only, 8-course chef's table for up to 12 people.
Wow.
So they'll be within the store. They'll be right with us. They can eat and enjoy their food. They can come behind the line and see what I'm doing, and I might even have them plate up a course with me.
Love it.
So, it's just a fun, intimate evening.
Am I invited?
If you can get a reservation, sure.
I've got that recorded on tape. Chef Anthony, thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
anybody who wants to find out more information, we're going to put up his Instagram and all that good information for you. Again, breakfast on the weekends, lunch,
Yep.
chef's table coming up soon. Delicious food. Chef, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We'll be back after this.